Afternoon, everybody. Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some more vanilla Dwarf Fortress. Gonna be continuing where we last left off. Now, I have updated to the most recent, patched build, I guess I should say, which is 42.3. Now, there has been a couple of interesting bug fixes. Pretty much the main reason why I updated to this one. Let me see if I can find... Here we go. There's a couple of errors that I would eventually have to deal with, such as instruments in chests not being played, errors causing instruments in drink service to fail in dining rooms, scribes not to be able to use some blank writing materials, overall scribe operation being stalled by bad target codes, that kind of stuff. But more importantly, this one. Make training marks dwarves want both combat and training ammunition and fetch stacks appropriately. That was probably a huge bug that I would probably encounter fairly soon, and I figured it was important enough that I had to update. So I hope that nothing problematic comes from that. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Alright. Let me load this back up here now. Pull up the chat. And let's do this. Continue. Hopefully I managed to transfer all my settings properly. And it's not going to go bonkers on me in one way or another. Alright. Now I already have gone through and named a few people that requested it on the or in the comment section of the last video, cough. So Janorkin, Oscar, Pain Train, Rotan, is it Tim? I'm just gonna say Tim. All of you have been named. The rest that requested it, I do not currently have dwarves that suit you for your specific request, so that'll be delayed until I actually manage to get them. Ah, man to man. Wait, you requested a military dwarf, didn't you? I believe you did. What kind of military dwarf did you want? Hammer, sword, pike, something? We have 7 idlers. Now I have changed, or have I? No, I don't think I have actually changed that yet. Let me go into... Group by current job. Idlers. So these guys are all doing nothing right now. Several of them are going to be reassigned to doing farm work here soon. Because we have a lot of farm work to be done. This guy shouldn't be idle. He has a lot of stone to be smoothing, so I'm not really sure why he's idle. Maybe because... Oh yeah, probably because I didn't unpause the game last time. I designated it to be smoothed, but I didn't have the time to actually have him get to work. Now these guys are actually going to be disabled in farming, just because they need to start cooking and brewing. Let's see, what else do we have here? You are a small animal dissector. We'll disable that. You're also a clothes maker, but we're not going to be making use of that anytime soon. What are you, a level 2 sewer? Ah, no, bone setter. So a lot of these guys are having farming enabled. Just to give them something to do for a while. They will eventually be put to their specific tasks, such as, of course, the blacksmith's blacksmithing and so on and so forth. But for now, that'll do. I may also temporarily borrow quite a few of them to build up a wall soon. Alrighty then, let's zoom in a bit more here. Let's take a look at the various levels of the fortress. So of course we have the first, the main level here. We have the trading depot. I'm going to have to move everything fairly soon. The farm zone, now that we've actually unlocked the cave down below, this is going to start filling up with mold pretty quickly. So we have a stockpile on the right for the plants and the larger one for the seeds. Of course, our temporary dining and living quarters. That would be our crafting area, dining hall. I also need a tavern. I think we're probably gonna put the tavern right next to our dining hall. But I think I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I am going to build the tavern right next to my dining hall, which will also connect through my kitchen. However, it is going to have a separate entrance, and it'll be connected to my fortress, but it'll also have the possibility of being disconnected. So I will put a bridge down below. So I'll have it connecting to my fortress through the kitchen. And I will disable the rest of it. I will set it up so that I can close it off if I need to. That sounds like a good idea. So this is going to be the actual mine, please. The actual main entrance for that. Hey Matt, welcome mate. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. So I'll put the entrance right here then. As per usual. One space in between. We're going to have 2 brewers, 2 kitchens. At the very least, 1 space. Alright. Upstairs. Downstairs. So this is going to be our kitchen stockpile. We shrink this down a bit. This will lead up into the garden. And we'll have our alcohol and our food. Probably actually going to remove that center bit there. May have to tweak this. Actually, I probably will have to tweak this. I don't need stockpiles that big, to be honest. Also, let me see here. Perfect. Okay, now where do I want to put you in there? That is the question. Alright. Up, down, stairway. Let's do a down stairway. And there we go. So we can wall that off, put some doors in right here. We have access to the kitchen from there. So the kitchen will access the dining hall as per usual. I will also have an alternate entrance over here to the tavern. Alright, so this is going to be where the tavern is. We're going to have a double set of doors, and I think we'll put a gate right here. Just a 4-wide, or not gate, bridge, essentially. So that if something happens to try and invade through here, we can seal it off. I'll probably also put a bridge up top as well for them, so I can seal off the inn if I need to. I don't know if I'll necessarily use that, as I'm more concerned with my fortress patrons, or than the tavern patrons. All right. Actually, I think I'll set up a couple. I think I'll set a bunch of tables up right here, and then some chairs. Make some kind of like makeshift bar, as it were. Then we'll put a couple of tables with chairs around them. So let's see if I can. One space in between. One space in between. Alright, perfect. And then we're going to have some tables right here. We'll put a door there, I guess. Then just some chairs. That should be sufficient enough. I don't really want to make this place huge. We'll put, we'll put a set of tables right here. And maybe one more right here in that case. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, welcome, Jacob. Let's get... No, we'll go with the double. Is that out of the way? Enough? Needs to go back one. Whoops. Perfect. Upstairs. Up, downstairs. And downstairs. I'm not going to completely open this up yet. But at least it's there. Alright. Ooh, found some plume agates. Nice. If I'm not mistaken, that's an insult. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Pigtails are being harvested. Oh, stop that. Spring, plump helmets. I think I shut this down because there wasn't enough people to properly maintain it. Now we should have enough. I hope. I hope. Hey Noah, welcome. How's it going? Let's see here. Ooh. Oh yes, he's digging into the, okay. I should probably cut this off as it's not so critically important that we need this dug out right now. I should probably say the same thing about the dining hall. We don't really need that dug out immediately. Okay. I'll have to rearrange the walls here. He's smoothing nicely. Let's have them remove these while I'm at it. I'll have to replace these with proper wall segments. Actually... In that case, maybe I should replace the whole thing. Otherwise, it might look weird. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So the smoother is working. Where are we actually mining right now? Ooh, damn, did we find some more ores. Gems. Again, I'll have to patch up this wall over here that I'm going to be digging out. As that's not quite how I want their living quarters to be. Oh, nice. He's making good use of the wheelbarrows. Needs plump helmet spawn. We should have tons. $46 plump helmet spawn. That's not great. Let me take a look and make sure I'm brewing it and not cooking it. Good. So by brewing it, we should get the seeds. Now, let me make sure. What the hell is that? Meadowsweet. I have no idea. Ah, From the Depths. Fantastic game, but I just have no time for it. I wish I did, but sadly I do not. Oh, there's all the bodies that my hunter generated there. Let me make sure that... Oh, it's still on... Yeah, I was on pause there again. Where's my guy? I don't need current jobs. We can put it back to migration wave. Hopefully, we shouldn't have too many idlers now. Actually, we still have some, so let me read the dwarves and see who they are and why they're idle. Alright, you are the brewer. Apparently, you have nothing to brew right now. That is unfortunate. Let's re-enable your hunting, then. So we can get some more meat for that. I realize I have no mod powers on my phone. Damn you, stupid phone. Don't worry. I am still capable of wielding the mighty hammer. Even though I am also doing other things. Now, what do I want you doing? I already have a lot of people farming. Probably more than enough, like was that 5 or 6? Yeah, 6 people are currently farming. That's a decent amount. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have you start building the walls. Also, let me enable your mechanics as well. Because I'll need you to do that. Now, where's my guy? What am I doing? Oh, I'm apparently also enabled as a farmer. I'm going to disable that so that I may get back to work doing plant gathering. Alright. Now, let's get this set up. So I'm probably going to end up moving the chickens not too long from now. I'm not 100% sure where I want to move them. I suppose I could just throw them indoors in the farm. Yeah, I know, it's a fantastic game, I don't have the time to dive back into it. Now, what do we actually have here? Is that a male and a female yak? We got a yak bull and a yak cow. So, yes, the yaks will probably not get butchered just because that will allow us to breed some additional yaks for milking and cheese production and whatnot, even though the yaks aren't probably the most efficient grazers. Still good enough. I'm tempted to let the dogs go. I don't want them wandering too much. Anyway, let's begin production of the wall. Guess we'll be making it out of shale. At least partially. Come on. Which is hilarious because shale is a substance that would not make a very good wall at all. You'd be able to go up to it and punch chunks out of it almost. I guess I'll have to start using Genesis. Okay, how do I want to do this now? All that'll be open space, so that's more than enough space, to say the least. Alright. I would say... all the way? Yeah, let's do it all the way. Genesis. Whoops. Or actually, I'm going to change this a bit. Let's delete some of these. Alright. Wall, BC wall, there we go. Stretch it a bit to the right. Because I want to create a bit of a tower on each side of this. You missed everything, how could you? You monster. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, I designed a few things, so yeah. Did a bit of multiplayer with a friend on Risk of Rain. Said it might be rusty as I haven't played in a few months. Got called full of shit as I was ripping everything apart. Just died half the time. Ha! Nice. Alright, let's start tearing these apart and moving them indoors where they belong. Mechanics workshop will move. Boar's workshop. Butchers and the tanners I will leave out right now. The leatherworks I might have to move. The trading depot will likely be moved. Alright, looks good. I do need to move them, though. Let's destroy this stockpile. I'm gonna have to make it a bit smaller. Settings, enable corpses. Okay. Let's go ahead and add these 3 dogs to it and the yak bulls. Or, well, bull slash cow. Delete that. Let me also remake the training zone while I'm at it. There we go. Activate animal training. Good. Let's head downstairs and begin reconstructing the workshops I tore down. Or am tearing down, I should say. Build workshop, carpenter. Mason. Let's get the Dwarf. Mechanic. And what else? Ah yes, the jeweler as well, because I do need to get the jeweler working pretty soon here. Resume. Alright. Why would someone downvote this? Because some people are just dicks like that. It would be nice if YouTube implemented a system of if you downvote something, you have to give a reason. But, yeah. It was more than likely the troll that I silenced not too long ago, yes. Alright, let's see here. What else do we have? So everything's being moved indoors. Ah, they've almost got this done. Let's start moving in some... Or do we have any spare beds? We do not. Okay, so the next priority after they're done with that... Let me actually see if I have any spare picks. Weapons... Battle axe, couple of spears, crossbow. Only 2 copper picks. And a trading axe. Alright. First I had to fix the copyright bullshit. Yeah, that was annoying. That's not the first time that's happened, though. I don't know what happened with that song. I don't know if the person who made it, and if they just threw it into SoundSense thinking it was royalty-free, or if they later on, you know, somebody purchased the song, or somebody, they sold the song to whatever company it is, or it could just be some company claiming that they own it when they don't. So, who knows, really? Who knows? Please don't. Please don't. Alright, so I'm going to cut another section of this back. Then we're going to start adding the stockpile. Whoops. That should be good enough. Resume. How are we doing over here? Not too bad. What's our carpenter up to? Sign by migration wave. Eli, what are you doing, my friend? He is storing item in a stockpile. I would prefer if you weren't hauling anything, my friend. You have much more important things to do. Actually, am I doing my job? That's what I want to know, too. Constructing a building somewhere. Oh, wow. Some small section of the wall's already up. Not too bad. Art assets for what? Thought they finally decided to work on the art assets. Oh, no. This is just a texture pack. One of many. One of many. This one being the Phobos tile set. There's also the Iron Hand, which is a pretty nice tile set. It's more, has like a darker kind of look to it. But yes. Wish it was not so automated. You don't even have to own something. They'll put a strike on you for it and say it's yours. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. One of the good things with that, though, is that YouTube was at least willing to, you know, back the content creators with, you know, what the hell? With actual money if it ends up going to a matter of, you know, a lawsuit in that case, in order to promote fair use, to try and discourage developers from abusing the system, which is interesting. Who thinks Google Plus is full of shit? Well, Google Plus is mostly... Didn't they actually roll back a bunch of the Google Plus stuff not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken? Did you know you could prioritize designations like digging? Yeah, there was something like that, wasn't there? Yeah, set priority. So I could increase or decrease the priority here on the very bottom while I'm designating something. But as it stands, I'm using a different type of system to do that. Where essentially I'm designing something and then I'm cutting off sections of it. As my way of giving priority to a job. We can actually see the priority of this right here. Let me set this to a priority 3. That's probably too much. We'll cut this back a bit. Eventually we'll need a stockpile that large, but for now this is sufficient. Alright. Gonna make a tavern? Yes, actually this is my tavern right here. This little kind of, let me bring out my mouse. This little section right here is my tavern. So I have it designated, I'm just not digging it out anytime soon. So the tavern is designated, it leads to the surface. I'm going to use this small section right here is going to be a bit of a bar. So it's going to have tables here, some chairs, and then a door. We'll have 2 doors right at this point. And then the last 4 blocks here will be a small bridge to lock it off. This would be my kitchen. Above these stairs are leading to the stockpile for the kitchen. So all the food and drink will be stored up there. Each of these black squares is essentially a 4 wide set of, or I should say a 2x2 set of tables, which will have chairs around it. This is the primary dining hall for the dwarves, which will also be connected up to this. Speaking of which, I should probably reconnect that up. As when I dig this out, I'll probably dig out the whole thing. Although I might still cut it off later. We'll see. Or you know what? Yeah, no, I'll leave that cut off. Because I prefer it being dug out in sections. I also do want to get a temple. Probably on the southern side here. But I haven't designated that out yet at all. Alright. Looks like Carpenter finally got to work. So let's get a whole bunch of beds built. And we can start giving people their own individual rooms. Mason... Currently, my mason is busy constructing walls. Oh, Smoother's doing a pretty good job. He's almost got a quarter of the hallway done. Of the first hallway done. When it said you have struck Morian, I thought it said you had struck Moron. Well, there are dwarves. So, you know, they can be pretty... Yeah, Morian cluster. Must be some kind of gem. How we doing here, by the way? Not too bad, not too bad. This has all been removed. Also... let's get some additional... where the hell is it? There it is. Let's get some additional wheelbarrows as well. That'll help our guys hauling stuff down here. Smoothing out a mine is a great practice for an engraver. Well, I just have him smoothing out our hallways, because that alone is going to take him a long time. Once he does eventually level up his skill, he will become faster at it, but right now, it is what it is. No, that's fine right now. Let's go ahead and chuck the bridge in, however. Oh, we actually were close. So I just need to extend that by 1, or I could even leave it as is. So this is going to retract back. DF hack has not been updated, no. That is the last major plugin that has yet to be updated. Make Marion gems or weapons or something. Yeah, I will be using gems. DF Therapist has been updated, yes. Sound Sense, of course, you can hear, has been updated. So yeah, let me pull that up. Therapist, Sound Sense, good stuff. Oh, you can't even see that, can you? Weird. 1 second. Huh. That's unfortunate. So Windows Cap is no longer capturing something in front of the window. That sucks. Bollocks. Oh well. So essentially, I've been pulling up the therapist multiple times. Usually before it would show that, but now it no longer does so. Shite. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. Alright, how are we doing here? Food store, 602. Drink, 147. Seeds, 40. How are we doing on... We have 176 plump helmets. Jesus. Oh, I see what the problem is. Wait, why can't I... Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. So our mason or craftsdwarf is done. So let me get some rock. Is it pots or jugs? Pot. Rock pot. I'm pretty sure. Let me verify here quickly before I end up to the wiki. What the hell? Making a whole bunch of something I don't need. Let's see. Yep, barrels and pots. Good. Yep, sure, give me a second. This is the most recent version of the pack that has everything. Now, I need a craftsdwarf. Who can I steal? He's also mining right now. So I'll just get someone who's... Oh no, no one's idle right now. Ah, that's unfortunate. Wow, still level 0 stone detailer. Well, he'll get there eventually. What are you doing? You're just farming. I'll borrow you for a second. Because I need those pots. Without those pots, we cannot brew the alcohol. We have 173 turnips. Yes, I guess dwarf turnips. Just kind of sitting there, slowly rotting away because we aren't... Let me actually expand that. Sadly, we have no legendary beds yet. Alright, we'll deconstruct a couple of these, get some more bedrooms set up. Did he automatically redesignate that, or is he just... No. I didn't think so. Good. He is constructing it. Who is that? Oh, that's him. I guess he decided to do that instead of mining. I would have preferred him to be mining, but it is what it is. I already have named people, Jacob. If you want, I can add you to the list, though. Essentially, before I started, I named all those who had commented previously. Alright. I'm going to use a lovely little method that I like to, use to make sure I have a whole bunch of materials for our smith here, or our smith. Dump. For our craftsdwarf to make rock products. So, create a garbage stockpile which I did do there. And then D, B, and D. And then we just have to designate a bunch of these rocks. Now, hopefully, these aren't pre-designated to be used for the wall. Actually, you know what? I'm going to allow them to finish the wall first before I do that, just because if I do it now, there's a good chance that they're going to screw it up. So, yeah. I don't want to suddenly have a bunch of walls being suspended because I've forbid or dumped their the materials they were looking for. Uh-oh. Is it already frozen over? Jeez, that was fast. We barely had any, like, summer barely lasted long at all. So we're definitely going to have to get into the cave soon. Have I not... Let's go ahead and floor that in just in case. I really don't want any incidents with that. Where's the water? Here it is. So more than likely we're going to access this cave from here. Would you like just any dwarf, or is there a specific type you would prefer? Is winter here? No, it's just autumn. Unfortunately, this is a very cold biome, so it does freeze early. Yes, winter is coming. Quickly, man the giant wall! To the ice fortress! Let me globally enable architecture here again. Oh, nice! Looks like one of the yaks gave birth. Yeah, the yak female gave birth to a nice calf. Sweet. Is it a male or female calf? Or is it just going to be a cow? It'd be hilarious if somehow the yak gave birth to a cow. That would be... be like, you whore, what are you doing? No, I'm kidding. Is that... it is female. Okay, good. So we'll get additional calves and be able to milk 2 of the animals now. Fantastic. Alright, let's start brewing some drinks now that we have access to that. Ooh, actually, let me check the settings on this. Is it just set up for plants? Yes, it is just set up for plants. In that case, let me create another temporary stockpile for drinks. Let me actually put it up here. Or should I do 2? You know what, we're going to make 2. One of these is going to be just purely for drinks. The other one's going to be purely for prepared food. So prepared food is just a little icon in the bottom right here. So I'd hit U if I wanted to delete that. Or forbid that, I should say. For this one, forbid prepared food. And everything else except for drinks. So we now have a little stockpile for each. It's not necessarily the big kitchen stockpile, but it's, you know, at least something for now. It'd make more sense than the yak giving birth to a dwarf. Yes, at that point, I would be kind of eyeing the animal caretaker in a very odd way. Alright. That's fine. We have enough food stores for now. Nobody's doing that yet. What do we have here? Oh, we got some horses. Where is my hunter? Oops, what did I just do to him? C, cancel job. Oh, so I actually canceled his job. Whoops. Oh, he's drinking from the workshop. Alright. Craft Dwarf would be nice. Oh, that's the wrong list. There we go. You would be number 9 at this point. And Jacob wants a brewer. There we go. Number 10. Alright, so the moment I get somebody available for that, it shall be done. Let me go back to the... rearrange my actual pages here properly again. Alright, good to go. Resume. Ah, yes, let me pull up the therapist here for a moment. See what our hunter is doing. Or not doing, per se. He doesn't even... Let me disable his hauling. That might help. Alright, resume. So that's a shame. I will have to figure out a way to fix that. Possibly I'll be forced to use full-on display capture rather than window or game. What the hell? Ah, good. The hunter is now hunting once again. Hopefully he will take down those horses for me. What is this body, actually? Oh, it's an ibex, but it's already become a skeleton, so it's useless. Yep, I figured. So literally, we only... The ice only ever bloody thaws for a very, very short amount of time. You have alder. This is a pear tree. We're not going to destroy that. Willow. Got birch. So let's designate a couple of trees to be chopped down here. That should get us enough wood for a while. How are we on ammo, actually? Ammunition. So we got 137 willow bolts. That'll last him a while. So we should have to make anything too soon here. Alright, man, you have yourself a good one. And peace out, man-to-man. You as well. Alright, how are we doing here? Looks like one of our wall segments was cancelled. Likely because the material suddenly went missing, exactly what I was trying to prevent. And why I decided not to start dumping all that stone. Besides which, that's a kind of a job I do when we have a whole bunch of idlers. Now we have 124 drinks, so... Kind of wondering why you're thirsty. Yeah. I guess he's busy building a wall right now. Let's see here. How you doing? Combat report. Strikes him in the upper body, tearing the skin, bruising the muscle, bruising the muscle, bruising the muscle. Hits him in the lower stomach, bruising the muscle. Where's his dog? He's just chasing him. Let me take a look, actually. Where is his dog? View unit. Or go to unit. So the dog is currently chasing its own animal. Oh, he's trapped! He can't escape. Oh, he managed to jump back behind the dog somehow. Get him, boy! How are you, actually? He's tired. Hunting dog. He's doing a pretty good job. Oh, he actually got a bite on his neck, too. Oh, it's too bad. Too bad he got away from that. Got him in the lower body, but he jumped away. Damn. Ah, well, we'll get him eventually. So hopefully once the walls are finished building, we'll actually have a spare architect who can go finish up this construction here. Alrighty then. Huh. I'm thinking maybe it's a higher priority, not the... That might do it. I figured that the closer to 1, the higher the priority, but it might be the opposite. Find out in a second. Nope. It's probably... I was likely correct then. Because now they're ignoring that. Yep. So no, I was correct. How's he doing? Oh, he's hitting it a couple of times. Ran out of ammunition. Where's the dog? He's around here somewhere. Let's go through my unit list then. Zoom. Oh, there he is. He's still chasing that one. He's exhausted too. Oh, hey, an outpost liaison. Yay, we have our first trade caravan showing up finally. Fantastic. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Stocks. Seeds. Yeah, plump helmet spawn is definitely low. We have a lot of the plants, though. I'm sure, yeah, we have 190 of the plants. I just need to be brewing it into alcohol to create the seeds. Of course, one of the problems with that, though, is I'm not sure what the ratio is, actually. Let's discuss your situation. World is the same as ever. What requests do you have of our merchants? Very good question. What would I like from you guys? Probably some bars, I would say. Bring me some steel, some pig iron. And oddly enough, you don't have iron. So I'm not going to bother with pig iron then. Bronze would even be good. Plump helmet spawn is a high priority. Alright. Crossbows, maces, spears, no. I don't care for those at all. Picks, I would say yes. Bring me some picks. I don't really care for any clothing. Pets? Now, this is something I do care for. High priority to dogs. I almost want some cats, but... do you delay the stream? No, but the stream will delay itself by, delay by itself, I should say. We have enough hens and such. Reindeer cows. Alpacas. Now let's get some more turkey hens. Why not? Alcohol is always welcome. Cavefish. Sure. Bring me all the cavefish. Plump helmets. Actually, no. We have more than enough plump helmets. Here we go. Now, here's something I actually want him to bring me. If I can find it. I need... coke, coal, materials. So, lignite. What is the other ones? Marble is a flux stone. I'll have them bring that just in case. And I'm not seeing any coke, coal materials here at all. Let me double check the wiki here and see which materials. I know there's lignite and a couple of other ones. Let's see here. Here we go. Coke, fuel. Charcoal and coke. Charcoal from wood. Here we go. Bituminous coal or lignite. So those are my two options. If they have neither of those, then I will not be getting any coke coal, which is the more efficient one to have. Nope. I am out of luck. Oh well. Yeah, bring me some sand. I might need that later. Same thing for some raw glass. Miscellaneous. Yeah, bring me some charcoal. And some coke coal. Lye. Yeah, sure, why not? Various eggs. Sadly, the eggs get delivered sterile, so I can't process them. Let's get a couple of these things. Scroll rollers, scrolls, book bindings, just to give me a bit of an edge when it comes to production of that stuff. Huh. Alright. Good enough for me. Clay? Sure, bring me some clay. That works. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Look over the documents. That'd be the prices that they're going to shank me for it. 132, just finished the discussion. So they want headwear, amulets. They really want large gems, goblets, and tanned hides. So I'll probably produce a ton of, well, probably goblets, or let's see, what else are they highly requesting? Maybe some goblets and amulets. Alright. Let me try something. Build. Wall. Shale, please. If you would do it sometime soon, I would greatly appreciate it. Depot is accessible, but where the hell is their actual caravan? Is the question. They should be here by now. Huh. Weird. It's like, I know they showed up, I just cannot seem to locate them. I might just be blind, I don't know. Maybe they got stuck somewhere. Cough. Blah. Let me see here. Unless the liaison showed up without a trade caravan. Oh, nice. The dog got him, finally. Latched onto his head and is just tearing into it. Woo! Finally got one. I could have sworn though. I could have sworn I saw a caravan when they showed up. Huh. Became an engraver. Yeah, a caravan arrived. So they arrived right here. And did they immediately leave for some reason? Well, they must have, because they're not here anymore. That's kind of weird, actually. Shit. Oh well. Nothing gonna happen with that. Damn it. Alrighty then, how are we doing here? What is this? What have we found? Oh, yellow zircon. Okay, we got some idlers now. And most of that stuff's been cleared, so let's start getting to work on some dumping. So these are going to be dumped into the garbage I designated, or the garbage zone I designated. We will then unforbid them, and the crafter will be able to access them almost immediately. There's also a bunch of stuff that I have meant to, craft that I'm not doing right now. So, let's get some additional wheelbarrows. More beds. And a couple of barrels. Resume. Build bed. I'll just build the ones where stuff isn't being removed, because that can cause errors. Alright. Bedroom. I'll assign this to myself to start off with. Resume. Alright. Miner's doing well. What the hell is that? Apparently one of the birds grew up or something. I guess they must have brought it with them. Yeah, what is that anyway? Small ground-dwelling bird. Featherless head, eats seeds and insects. Moves around in groups. Butcher it. Nah, no. No, the person who owns it would probably tantrum spiral if I did that. Alright. Excellent. We should have cut down those trees. Good, we did. Oh joy! More migrants! Get those shoes, boys. I love that. Ooh, they brought some animals with them. What do we have here? A duckling and a baby llama. Let me pull up the therapist here for a second. I really should, let me try something here. Of course, I'll have to remember to get rid of this afterwards. Come on. Ugh, fuck. Obs, I swear to God, why are you going downhill like this, brother? Used to be such a fantastic program. Now it's just causing me so many headaches. Alright, feel free to yell at me if I happen to forget that this is actually being displayed. Alright, so sort by migration wave. Read dwarves. So far only 2 have showed up. Holy crap, you're definitely a jack of all trades, aren't you? Proficient soaper, competent persuader, negotiator, judgment. So this guy would make a decent replacement if my character died. Because he's a decent negotiator. His highest mutable skill is tanning, apparently. So basically that means if he becomes, what the hell? If he falls under a mood, whether it be a fey mood or a inspiration, that is what he will try to do. Alright, let's let them kind of... Oh, wrong one. Let's just let whoever else is joining arrive to the map here. Oh, looks like he has a whip or something there. Might be an animal tamer. Another 2 blacksmiths, it looks like. Potentially a doctor. Oh well, at least we have a lot of new hands for hauling. Let's see if they brought me any pickaxes, though, because I could really use a pickaxe right now. We have a couple of battle axes, apparently, were brought. Crossbows, 2 copper picks. Alright. Welcome, laddies! They should start assimilating here shortly. Okay, good. They have joined. So let's take a look now and see what there is to see. 3 dwarves. So we got 11, 11 migrants. Yeah, a couple of them are smiths. We actually have another legendary clothes maker. God. Why couldn't I got a legendary weaponsmith or something? Come on. Come on, man. What the hell? What the hell, bro? Alright. Kill them all with molten iron. Do I have any... Let me check here. Do I have any ores whatsoever that I can work with right now? Actually, that should be in stone. Statues? No. Oh, there we go. Stones. No. No, we got nothing. Alright. In that case, once the miners get this dealt with... And let me also quickly globally enable architecture. Just so they all have that available. So more than likely for the first bit here, we're going to have a lot of idlers. I may have to just give them some random tasks. I would say more than likely we're going to access the downstairs pretty darn quickly here. What is this? Black zircon. Also, yellow zircon. So just gems, essentially. So we need to find some metals. Whether it's copper or anything, we need to find something. We have wax opals. Wax opals. The hell is that? An olm. This is not an old man. Make weapons out of clothes. That should fix the problem. Probably not. Probably not. We have no pigtail seeds? Do we have the cloth, though? 2 barley, hemp, chicory, rhubarb. Yeah, we have 46 pigtails. This fort isn't even a year old. Build workshop. Let's get a loom set up. Clother's workshop. Yeah, let's get those done. Might as well. Metalsmith's Forge. Siege Workshop, no. Fishery, no. Soapmaker's Workshop, eventually. I probably should actually prioritize that soon. Alright, let's get a wood furnace. Smelter. And that's good enough for now. I'll hopefully let the smiths get that done. Peace out, Dennis. Have yourself going, mate. Do all embarks have caverns? Most of them do, yes. Actually, I would even say all of them do. I think you can world gen it so that there are none. But, yeah. Arg. Let's get these dumped. Shift D, remove the dump. Whoops. Let's get these guys. And all the rest of this should be good to go. Excellent. Now, designate B and C to claim these. So now the rocks right next to that can be used to make pots. And actually, I dug down to the 60 Z level now without finding any caverns. Well, the thing with caverns is you can, depending on the size of the caverns, you can easily dig all the way down to the, you know, to the bottom block without finding a cavern. You would just have to dig out, you know, search channels, essentially, like one-tile search channels going back up to find the caverns. Because you can sometimes go right through rock and just completely miss the caverns. So the caverns are there, you just haven't discovered it, essentially. Alright, let's get these beds in place. Alright, fantastic. So that should get rid of any idlers, I hope. Well, we got a couple of idlers still. What are they? Who is it? Is the question. Sort by current job. Read dwarves. So 3 of them are sleeping. 4 of them have no job. Eli is one of them. Oh, he's the carpenter. I'll give him some work in a second. The hunter also has nothing to do right now. All of these have been disabled. What is your actual job? I don't need you neutering the animals. So let's just give you masonry. I'm tempted to give him stone detailing as well, but I'll just go with that. Maybe I shouldn't have abandoned that fort. Yeah, the caves, like I've had that happen several times where I've dug all the way down and not found a cave. The caves were there, I just had to dig out little exploration paths, to find them. It's the same kind of thing with a lava lake. You sometimes have to dig little tunnels to find out where they are. And then once you find a heat source, you just kind of dig above it until you can channel down and you suddenly revealed the entire lake. Alright, get rid of that. Resume for now. So there's definitely going to take some reorganizing to deal with some of the issues here. One second, let me pull this up again. Migration wave. Okay. The other guy should have already had... Nope, he did not have his hauling toggled. Alright, so that should hopefully solve that. And get my miners mining 24/7 and not screwing around. Because that's all they really need to be doing right now. They could have been sleeping as well, but still. What's really unlucky, though, is that caravan just vanished. I have no idea what happened to that caravan. Like, I have depot access. So that shouldn't be a problem. But for some reason, they just still couldn't do it. Let me also get one more type of workshop here. The farmer's workshop. Let's see if any of these guys are capable of doing that. This new guy is, actually. Let's give it to this new guy, yeah. Mr. Jack of all trades. He actually has level 2 plant gathering. Not bad. I'll disable that for now. Brewing, cooking, disabled. Milking and cheese making is the main one that I want you doing right now. Commit change. Alright. The loom should have been constructed by now. We are weaving the thread into cloth. My only question is... let me actually look this up. To the wiki! Pigtail. They may be processed in a farmer's workshop to create pigtail thread, which is then used to weave pigtail cloth at a loom. May be brewed into dwarven ale, otherwise they are mashed into a slurry at a quern or millstone. The question is, though, how can I get pigtail seeds back? Or do I have to then somehow buy the seeds? That's unfortunate. Shows how often I've ever actually bothered to plant pigtail seeds. No, I've done a bunch of stuff, yes. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, Austin, I hear ya. That's the thing. If you don't have water, kind of like me right now, I have enough drink to last, but if we end up getting injuries, I wouldn't have any water to treat my dwarves. Unrotten drink-producing leaf. Oh, he went through the... Let's produce some easy meals. Oh, Jesus, our food stores went through the roof somehow. One second, let me check something here. So they showed up here. What is this? Yeah, that's what happened there. So basically, the caravan got down to here, then somehow dropped a lot of supplies, and then left. I don't know why, but they did it. So we have a whole bunch of free goods here now, like a steel short sword, orthoclase blocks, bronze toy boat, an extra steel anvil, copper shield, silver bars. So they left behind like all this shit. Oh, therapist in the way? Thank you. Oh, apologies. Thank you. So, as I was saying, where the hell was it? It should be, here it is. So, the caravan came in right around this area. Kind of just went down the hill here. Maybe it climbed this tree by accident and then dropped it. Either way, they left this behind. So we have all of this ridiculous amount of crap here now. Now, this is a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because we have free loot. Yay for free loot. And it's a bad thing because it creates a huge amount of tasks for us to do, essentially. Like a whole bunch of hauling tasks for our dwarves to do, and it massively increases our fortress value prematurely. Yeah, the river's frozen. But yes. No! 9! Thou shalt never be noticed. Alright, the miners have almost finally bloody gotten this done here. So now I can start creating the actual stockpiles here. At long last. Finished goods, furniture. Let's get some gem stockpiles. Cloth. Which I'll put right here, and then I'll get leather. Ammo. Weapons. Armor. Alright. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and start cutting these. And make sure that nobody else actually has the jeweler task. Except the one guy. Gem cutting and setting. Yep, only the one guy has with the level 6 has it. Fantastic. Oh, we've had some migrants, all right. We have had several migrants. Okay, I also have no doors. That needs to be done as well. Okay, these are mostly designated. Get shade a bedroom. Pretty much all the name guys are the first ones that are going to get the bedrooms here for the most part. But I do need to... Like, I'm just not being able to do anything fast enough right now. I don't think they... And if the sad part is, I don't think they dropped any picks. That would have been nice. It would have been nice if they dropped off some picks for me. Then I could have actually designated more people to mining and gotten a lot of stuff done. But sadly, I don't think that happened. Let's get Pain Train. Pain Train! Wooden doors, how undwarfy. Well, the mason's kind of busy, but yeah, fine. I'll get you working on other things then. Give me some more beds. Let's get, no. Yes, wooden cabinets. Wooden bins. And wooden chests. Repeat. Also, once they're done that, I'll get some more wheelbarrows. Uh-oh. Looks like I need to access that water source now. Let's set the priority of this to 2. Alright. So we're going to have 2 different sections of this, I think. Yes, we are. So part of this is going to branch off, and that's going to be our new mine. And this is going to lead to our new water source. Okay. Up, down stairways. Board stairways. Or should I move you back some? Well, we'll just make it into a large room. Whoops. Remove that designation. Okay, these are going to have to be dug. Whoops. What is this? Galena. Okay, I don't care for that as a material. Resume. How do you make a stupid tavern temple library? I set it up as a meeting zone. There's no option to turn that zone into a tavern. I'm assuming... Let me check something here. Assign location. Can be created from meeting area zones, dining rooms, and bedrooms. So essentially, you have to create a meeting zone and then a dining room within that meeting zone, and you can then turn it into a temple or a library or so on, from what I'm understanding. I haven't done it myself, but yes. Does anyone know where he got Phobos for 42? Because I cannot find it anywhere. Give me a second here. I will link you this. Unless Shade can beat me to the punch by dropping the link. This is the latest version that has everything included in it. Everything currently unlocked, that is, included in it. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. What dwarf are you, Shade? Let me see. You are... Shade the Sin. You are one of my miners. You are my miner slash smith. No problem, mates. Oh, how do I manually install a tile set? I want to play the new update since Lazy Noob is updated. Well, Lazy Noob is updated because I just gave you the link for that. It's just under a new name because the whoever was the one who was doing the Lazy Noob pack has long since moved on to other things. So yes. Ooh, one thing I have completely forgotten to do though that I should probably prioritize right now. I have not created a burrow at all. So let's go ahead and correct that grievous error. Of mine. Okay. There we go. Just designate this whole thing. Likewise. Alright. Quick and easy way to get about it. Just designate a mass area. This will allow them to still access this. Although I may end up changing this burrow later on so that it's not just containing like all of this area. Because this will probably be a danger area, so more than likely I don't want my citizens being here, just my soldiers. So I'll probably alter it later. Designate. I only want that being 3 wide if I can. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. So, all of this needs to be kind of mined. These need to be removed. That way I don't have any obstructions in my way when I'm trying to shoot any enemies. I don't necessarily want to set it up completely so my guys can't access the area here, but I do want to make sure that they can get to the water source without being in major risk. Just started playing Tuesday or Wednesday with the Lazy Noob / Starter Pack for 4024. Well, now you can load up the newest version. Yay! Now, this pretty much the only tool that this pack doesn't currently have is the cough. You quickly just milk this animal and make cheese. Is the Dwarf hack plugin, or DF hack plugin, and all the associated little bits and bobs with that. Alright, let's get some more wheelbarrows. Let's reclaim the stone here. Excellent. Alright. Thinking maybe my hunting dog got wounded. Because otherwise it's going to look weird if I leave it like that. That looks better. Actually, I'll even say, let's pull it back further. I don't have a rope, do I? Let me see here. Build restraint. I do. Fantastic. So one of my dogs is going to be restrained right here, actually, even. We'll use the giant cave spider rope. I almost want to war train it, but we should be fine. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Someone is going to die from lack of water, it seems. There we go. Struck green tourmaline or something along those lines. You could set your military to train by the water source so they protect the entrance and get experience from Ullman and such. I could, yes, but I tend to train them a bit differently. Okay. Let me go up one. See how they can still access that area from there. Assign an animal to chain. Assign one of the female dogs, because we don't want the male getting injured. I've used danger rooms before. Yes, I might use one here. We'll see what happens. Nope, lower that. Microline, quartzite. Whoops. Yeah, let's use the quartzite. Might as well. Alright. We're going to start blocking off these. There we go. These are to be mined out to give our guys greater access to the water. Let me create a quick area here. That's going to be the water source and fishing zone. We'll have to get some fishers established here soon. Let's get a bridge quickly built here for this. Raises up. Make it out of quartzite. Alright. Dwarven Super Soldier Program. Oh yes. Oh yes. What am I doing? We'll carve some fortifications into this so my guys can shoot out. Alright, resume. What are we missing now? Unrotten milk item, that's fine. There we go. How are we doing with the chickens? Ooh, speaking of which, let me check my animals quickly. Are any of these male? The duckling is female. Okay, good. So luckily all of the birds that have come to the fortress so far, pet-wise, are male. So, or male, female. So that will prevent any mass breeding issues. Actually, how are we on eggs anyway? Let me check my stocks. We have 35 eggs at the moment. And actually, plant-wise, we have 189 plump helmets still. Shit ton of prepared meals. Not as many seeds as I would like. At all. But it is what it is. No creature to milk. Oh well, that's fine. If you got nothing to do, then you got nothing to do. Nothing's gonna change that. Okay, let's remove this. All that has to be hauled downstairs. This is all designated to be dumped, but no one's gotten around to it yet. Lazy dwarves. So some of the weapons and ammunition has been hauled. Get this dumped. Okay. Let's also get these out of the way. Want to clean up all of our hallways here. And claim. Nope. It's already done. Resume. Oh, hey. Distracted. It's a little wounded, but not too bad, actually. Alright, let's finally begin placing some doors. Alright. Nope, designate. Mine. Build a wall. Alright. Let's have this get mined out. I keep being half tempted to hit Control V to mine the vein, but that doesn't work. We actually raise the priority back up to 4 for these. Alright, fantastic. They finally released Underrail. Yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that. It was a game I was mildly interested in, but I never really paid enough attention to it, to be honest. Okay. Let's see here. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Ooh, we're using copper bolts even. Hunter's really going all out this time. All out of ammunition. Alright. The thing I'm kind of worried about, though, is that I'm worried the dwarves will blame me for the loss of their caravan. Which is entirely possible. Designate, smooth. Hey. Alright, what else am I doing? Blarg. What time is it actually? So I got another 20 minutes left to get things done. Let's check. Oh yes, I have not actually favorited that yet. Hotkeys. F4. Zoom here. So this guy is going to... The hell? There we go. It's going to raise up to the right. To seal this off, we'll make it out of quartzite. Alright. So we now have access to... Is this quartzite, actually? No, it's microline. Ooh, what is... Ooh, is that what I think it is? No, it's almadine cluster, damn it. I thought that might have been iron. Sigh. Oh, well. Do you believe anything that happens to a caravan at your fort will be immediately your fault? Pretty much. That's what I remember as well. It's a system that they added in to prevent abuse, basically, to the caravans, which was an issue for a long time. The hell? Oh, caps lock. Damn you, caps lock. Designate, chop down tree. If you don't mind, please do. Now, let's get our dining hall mined out. The hell happened here? Oh, yes, that was a gem. Let's go like that. Uh-oh. Somebody puking? I hope not. Uh-oh. Yep, my dog. My dog is hurt. Its left rear paw is damaged. Uh-oh. That might also be a problem. Yep. Essentially, there's a bit of a glitch that's been in this game for, well, one of many glitches that has been in this game for a while, I should say. And essentially what it does, let me carve fortification in here, is if you have a dog, or, well, any animal really, assigned to a leash and to a pasture, the dwarves seem to want to constantly transfer them between the two. Which is rather annoying.
Sorry, I can't do it, sir.
They did, yeah. I'm not sure if they tried to take it over a tree and just dropped stuff or what, but yeah. Hilarious nonetheless. Alright. Capital T. Let's get some levers in here. I guess I'll use the center location for that. Mechanisms. Where's my mechanic? There it is. Get a whole bunch of mechanisms. Because we are now going to need them. Actually, we've needed the mechanisms for a while. I've needed to hook up the various locations. I just haven't gotten around to it. Wood's been transferred. What the hell is all this? Goblets? Yeah, a whole bunch of cups now. Some wheelbarrows. A whole bunch of pots. Steel mace. So at least we now have some steel weapons. Steel battle axe. Or is that, you know, silver battle axe. Bronze crossbow. Let's view this. Weapon bin with a bismuth bronze spear. An enormous bismuth bronze corkscrew. Cough. Willow bin. There's nothing in that. And a whole bunch of bolts. It was the elves in the tree that did it. Ha! 1 second. Let me pause this. Alrighty then. Sorry about that. Should be taking care of your dog, bro. You know what I'm actually going to do? I am going to... Where is it? Let's get the cow in there, the goat, before it dies of starvation. I'm going to have the hunting dog be restricted to that burrow for a while because he's been getting injured a lot. Like, and he hasn't been healed at all. So that's got to change before he dies. Looks like the drink stockpile is now full. Yeah, we have 488 drinks and a whole shite ton of food stores. Alright, let's get those mechanics doing their jobs. Sucks for carpentry, but I'm going to have to steal him. Likewise. I need you doing that for me. For a while, thank you. Alrighty then. Okay, so hopefully they'll get that hooked up and we should be good to go. Smoothing operation is going quite well so far. Hasn't smoothed out a ton, but enough. Okay. The walls have been built. So we are mostly secure. One has not been built, though. Let me fix that issue. And we should be able to see much more of the cave now. So I now have access to... Like, I can get around to this area from that side. So I don't need to worry about that as much. The dog is there. So if anything tries to sneak in, he should detect it pretty quickly.
Winter is here.
Yeah, he ran out of ammo. Well, that horse definitely got its ass kicked. Where is the butcher's workshop? We have a weasel corpse. Whole bunch of horse skulls and horse meat. I don't see any horse corpses. That's a good thing. We could also make bone materials as well. Build workshop. Let's get another craft stores workshop here. And is anybody good at bone carving? Bone carving, bone carving. Bone carving. Here we go. You know what? I think I'm going to have my hunter do bone carving for a while. Disable his hunting. Alright. That way he can make some bone bolts for me. Horse meat indeed. Uh-oh. Got our first thieves showing up. It's kind of mysterious to me that the dogs haven't bred yet. I'm not sure what's with that, but clearly there's an issue there. Leather stockpile. It's the last thing I needed. Alright. Build cabinet. Container. There we go. Let's get some walls in here. Made out of whatever. We still need to get more bedrooms, though, and they're not hauling enough of this damn debris, which is going to drive me a bit crazy. Alright, let's go. Notes. Wait. Capital N? Yes, capital N. Okay, place a note. This one, name. This one's going to be the main bridge. So the main outer bridge. Inner main bridge, which I don't think I've even constructed yet. Okay. Oh. Come on. Outer cave bridge. Alright, so once that next lever is hooked up, we will get it designated to its proper... Let's get this one hooked up to the bridge. Yep. That's the main bridge. So the inner main bridge is going to be right here. I haven't established it yet. That's going to cut off our dwarves from the outside entirely. There will be an additional inner wall here set up. Basically sealing away the trading area from the main fortress area, which I still have yet to establish, as much of this still needs to be removed. The trading depot needs to be moved, and so on and so forth. It's nice that I have, what, how many dwarves now? Let me pull up the therapist for a second. 3 dwarves. 26 dwarves. How? Stretch. Not a single idler. That's pretty good. So our initial setup here, for the moment at least, is decently efficient. Still, it will need some tweaking soon, especially when we get our next wave. But for the moment, we're good. Okay. Okay, miners are good. Let's go ahead and mine these trees. Or chop down these trees. Cough. I kind of wonder if there's any fish in that cave. I'll have to send someone down there to check. You know what? We have one idler right now. Let's see who it is. Sort by current job. 3 dwarves. It's Tim. Oh, Tim, you bloody fool. What are you doing? In that case, you're going to go fishing. Confirm. And let's see if there's any fish in that cavern. It's a cool technique to name the lever. I guess that's a more foolproof than method than I was using just to make a control room next to a populated area. Well, that's what I do. You know, I generally use the dining room as my dining room slash control area, but I use the naming because otherwise, how do you know what does what? Especially if you don't play, like if you played every single day, it wouldn't be a problem. But for someone like me, where I'm only doing this once a week, it becomes really, really important to use that system to name the levers so I'm not making any mistakes as to what does what. Okay, he's hooking her up. Let's get this guy hooked up to the inner bridge here for the cave. Let me make sure that that's actually the correct one. Shift N. Yep, inner cave bridge. Okay, good. Once my miners are done with this, we're going to start going down into the... we're going to mine basically in... What the fuck am I saying? We're looking for metal. We need metal. We desperately need metal. And I have none, so we need to get on that. Charcoal, yay. I suppose I could smelt down one of the materials. I could order one of the, say, bronze spears to be melted down, which is probably a good idea, actually. That way... Blarg. That way I'll have the material to make a pickaxe. And can get additional miners going. So they finished this up. So let's get them continuing with this. Perfect. Up, downstairs. There we go. Hopefully we will find some materials to mine. Because if I don't find something soon, metal-wise, we're going to be in trouble. I can't... Well, I suppose I could always import a bunch, but they don't really bring bulk materials. That's why I liked the masterwork trading, because you could order like crates of 10 steel bars and stuff like that. They were expensive, but you could do it. Yeah, you don't want to pull the Doomsday lever by mistake. Well, you wouldn't want to pull a a lever for a bridge, end up killing 3 or 4 of your dwarves or sending them into orbit. That would be unfortunate. So we actually do have clay and sand, so I don't need I didn't need to... Uh-oh. Another cave. Joy. Damn it. Whoop, 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 whoop. What am I doing? Okay. Let's get a floor in here. Let them finish that up. Found smoky quartz. So that's sealed off, just in case any flying enemies happen to be around. Now, even here, also, what is this? This is cool looking. It is a goblin cap. We also have some spore trees. So even here, we're still not seeing any metal whatsoever. I'm pretty sure there is deep metal. Or supposed to be deep metal. So it looks like right here is the next location. Down 1. Okay. And there we go. Success. Oh, yeah, they do come back down. Basically, they get launched up into the air. They land with a very nice splat and can be severely injured. Why is Dwarf Forge literally only a light roguelike? I'm not used to the tiles mode. Uh-oh. And we just found a third fucking cave and opened up directly into it. Shit. Whoopsies! So we have now found all 3 cave layers. Fantastic. Ooh. Tetrahedrite. If I'm not mistaken, that is a... copper? Tetrahedrite. Let's see here. It is an ore of both copper and silver. So we have finally found an ore resource. Sadly, it's copper. Wait. Wait. Aww. Sadness. Damn it. This is the exact same block color of iron, and it's really annoying me that I'm constantly just finding everything except for that. So we have a whole bunch of mud-covered floor in this one. So this would actually be a really nice cave to... also, there's some Dralthas. This would be a nice cave to produce some... what the hell is it called? Jesus. Some crops. Like, this would be a really nice farming cave from what I'm seeing here. So, we found at least some ore materials. See, that's what I mean. That's what I meant before when I said you can dig all the way down and not find a single cave, but the moment you dig a bit to the left, bam, cave. Enjoy your Forgotten Beasts. Copper with a chance of silver, yep. Yep, it's Forgotten Beast time, baby. There's also some kind of bones here as well. Looks like cave spider silk remains. Oh no, bat and creepy crawler. Good. Someone's come to seal up that entrance. So we're not exposed there anymore. That's been sealed. So yeah, we found all 3 caves. Sweet. Alright, now I'm trying to think of what else needs doing here. These have hopefully been hooked up now. They have. Okay, good. Alright, let's begin moving this. Build capital D. Let's build a trade depot here. Genesis. Let's use shale. I guess I'll have to shrink it up to this for now, because I still have to move these. Once the new trade depot has been built, we will disassemble this one and probably start moving everything a bit to the right here. I'll have to floor all this in, and I might alter this area a little bit. Like I might dig this area out a bit and put all of our above ground kind of like the farmer's workshop, the butcher, and all that up there. That way I can... Well, the butcher I'll probably move downstairs, so we'll see here. We'll see. You could build a double drawbridge setup to lure and trap any FBs that arrive, then feed goblins to them. Yeah, I can always do that. There's a variety of ways to handle Forgotten Beasts. Hell, I could probably set up a system where I dropped a Forgotten Beast into a glass enclosure in the middle of my dining room. Is something I could potentially do. Okay, let's get some cages. Get a bunch of cages produced for some cage traps. So I'm thinking, let me see, I think my time is pretty much up for today. Yeah, we've already gone over the 2-hour mark, which is typically how long I make these. Let me quickly get the bone bolts, excuse me, created. Let's also get some, you know what? It's not much, but let's go ahead and create a set of bone armor. It's better than nothing. So yes, I will have to take a look. Oh, stretch. Well, aside from windows being smashable. Yeah, Forgotten Beasts can be block breakers. I'm not sure. Are they building destroyers, though? Could they destroy the actual bridge itself? I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I know they can bust through doors and such, but I'm not sure if they can break through bridges. Anyway, I digress. So, next time around, I need to prioritize some more. We've got to most definitely expand our living quarters and get that dealt with. Hopefully the next set of dwarves, I'm just going to have them haul for now to get rid of all this crap. Let's actually take a look down here, and the one dwarf I don't think has come down here to try and fish yet, which is a bit of a pain, but what can you do? I may also... Yeah, let me do that right now, actually. Let me wall in this right here, just to make sure that nothing's going to sneak past this. Although there is a 7 deep water right there, so that's probably not a problem, but technically any flying enemies could just roll right into my fortress right now, no problem. That's why I have the dog down there. But yes. Bridges should be immune, but not to heat. So it depends on the Forgotten Beast, really. Anyway, that's about it for now. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed. We will try and reorganize things a bit next time. Get this all dealt with. Move the chickens. Get rid of the depot here. Establish the workshops lower down, or down in this area. Put the new bridge and cut off our area here for now. We might start, probably going to have to start getting the kitchen and the stockpile dug out here. Our actual food and drink stockpile, and establish that. And again, more living quarters. And that should be about it. We'll see. Other than that, we'll see what happens. Probably, I would assume, we'll be smelting copper to get more picks. Start securing the caves better, and so on and so forth. And we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have yourselves a great one. And feel free to comment on the video if you wish a dwarf named after you and which class you would prefer. And I will add you to the list. See you next week, everybody.